was a lot of blush, Andrea.
I've never met anyone quite like her before.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Andy Land. It's your girl, Andy, and as you can tell by the thumbnail, we are doing a full face of Juvia's Place, okay? I know I've done one before, but I felt like going back and editing, my lighting was all off. Some of the products I was using were just too orange for my tone and not really working for me. So we redid it. And I did good, if I do say so myself. So if you like Juvia's Place, you're thinking about trying Juvia's Place, you just want to see how I did my face today, make sure you're first and foremost subscribed to my channel, like this video, and keep watching. Alright, y'all. So I don't know what happened between me leaving Pittsburgh and coming down here to Atlanta, but I've lost a couple of my Juvia's Place things, and I'm a little annoyed by that. So we'll talk about when we get there. The first thing I lost was my brow pencil. I have Juvia's Place brow pencils and brow gel. No idea where they are, so that's why I did my brows off camera, because yeah. But right now, before I do my eyes, I'm gonna prime my face. Juvia's Place doesn't have a primer, so the two primers I'm going to use are gonna be the One Size Sweat Secure the Sweat primer and the Milk mattifying primer. I tried this in my last video, so if you haven't watched it, go ahead, but I feel like I want to give it another shot and see if I do my face how I normally would do my face, if you're going to see some difference. So yeah, we're going to set. And I just realized I have no sprays, so I'll be right back. Okay, so first I'm going to prime my face with the Secure the Sweat primer by One Size. You only need a dime size, but let's see if we can't get this to secure my sweat today. All right, so because this primer kind of needs to set into the skin a little bit, I'm just going to do that primer alone for right now and start on the eyes. Oh, excuse me. To prime my eyes, I'm going to use the Juvia's Place concealer. This is in the shade 17. I do have the Juvia's Place eyeshadow primer, like the eyeshadow base, but I don't know, I feel like using concealer today, so we're going to use this. A little bit on the eye and blend that out. I'm going to use my Morphe M173 brush to blend that out. The first eyeshadow palette I'm going to go in with is the Chocolates palette, and I'm going to take this brown right here and use that as my transition. I'm going to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush from BS Small and take that to my crease area. We're going to pat this in and then blend it up towards my brow. Next, I'm going to take this angled, it's an eyeshadow, an eyebrow brush that I got from Amazon, but I'm really just going to use this part. And I'm going to go in to this dark brown right here, and we're going to start to outline some things. I'm going to take this right here and pretend like I'm cutting my crease, but I'm not going to take it all the way in. So literally right there, and start with a light hand. I did not, but luckily it worked out. And what I'm doing right now is I'm blending the top part of that into that brown shadow that we put on first. Sorry, I'm trying to focus. All right, so something like that. Next, I'm gonna go kind of use that same shadow, same brush, and we're gonna do like a light wing. Not a light wing, I'm gonna do a wing. I don't know what the light part was about. So kind of going from the middle of my lid out towards the edge of my eye. So your eye should kind of look something like that. Don't worry if it's not super clean or super sharp like kind of how mine is, because we still have to do the rest of our face. So you can always clean stuff up with concealer and all of that stuff. All right, I'm gonna take this Morphe M321 pencil brush, and what I'm gonna do before putting any shadow on this is smudge out the inside part of both of those lines that I just put on. So the inside of this, inside of this. Okay. Next, I'm gonna go into the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm gonna take this turquoisey shade. Hopefully it's not too much. Okay, this is an angled DS small brush, but it's like a denser brush. I don't know where any of my flat brushes are. I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna try my best to apply this all over the lid peacefully. I'm gonna take it out just a tad bit more up here. Really light hand. I always go back and to get more, but it's really hard to fix it once you messed up. It's kinda it for a pro. Alright, I'm gonna go in with that very first brush I used and try to blend in that shimmer in that liner with a liner shade. Then I'm gonna take that angled brush and go back into that dark brown we used and kind of just really define the outer tail. I think I'm done with my eyes, y'all. We'll touch up eyes, liner, all that good stuff later. Y'all know me. But we gotta move on to this face, okay? Now that first primer is on, but I kind of wanted to double up on primers, just kind of how I normally would, and kind of treat this as just another everyday primer. So I'm going in with the Milk Pore Eclipse Mattifying Primer. I'm just gonna focus this around my T-zone for some extra added protection. I am going to set my nose. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place powder in Kahlahari. And we're just going to lightly set my T-zone. This is a very yellow powder. But I'm using a Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques. So push that in to the nose. And anywhere else I get grossly oily. Now I'm gonna spray my face. I'm gonna use the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist to just make sure all those primers are set and locked in. Whew. Yes, I know I look crazy. Trust the process. For foundation, we're going in with one of my faves, the Juvia's Place Natural Radiance Foundation. This is in the shade Lagos. You gotta shake it real good, like real good. I'm debating. I purchased the sponge. This is the where's it at? I Am Magic Duo Destiny Makeup Sponge. So I feel like I'm gonna just do what I always do: apply with the brush, blend out with the sponge, yada yada yada. Going directly on the face. If I need more, I'll blend out. I'll add more. I'm going to blend this out with my Morphe E63 brush and then my sponge after. You don't need to go too close under the eyes like I just did on accident, because you're going over concealer. So No need to build up too much. All right, I'm gonna take my Iron Magic sponge and press this foundation in some more. I'm gonna spray my face again with the Morphe spray. And pat it in. Spraying during, like, kind of after each layer kind of helps to ensure the longevity of your makeup as well. So I'm not really just spraying just to spray, but it helps blend it out, helps make sure it's set, all that good stuff. The first concealer I'm gonna use under my eye and to hide any blemishes, which I really can't see. So under my eye is the Juvia's Place Eye Magic Concealer. This is in the shade 12. It used to be real close to my skin tone, but if you watched my last video, you know I went to Miami and got me a little tan, so it is a little light, but it's close enough. So we're going to conceal under the eyes, a little on my forehead, a little on the chin. And part of me wants to use the sponge to blend this one out. Yeah, I think I'm going to use the sponge. So I'm going to use the sponge, and we're just going to see how this blends. Ooh. Okay. I like that. This sponge is really soft. I actually really like it. I like how it's shaped too. It's got kind of like a slanted side, then it's got like a angled booty side, and then like the rounded part on the other side. I like the sponge. This is the same concealer I use to blend out my eyebrows. So it blends out everything really, really nice. So I like that. I mean, yes, no, yes. Now that that's all blended out, we can highlight. I'm gonna use the concealer in shade 17, the same one I use as a base for my eyes. And we're gonna plop that right here to brighten. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit. We're gonna move on to contour and blush. If I can find my contour stick. To contour, I'm gonna use my Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Katsina. Y'all know I use this faithfully. I'm not gonna put any on my nose. I'm just gonna use bronzer later. I'm gonna blend this out with my buffing brush, and we're just gonna pat, 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 pat. For blush today, I'm finally gonna try Sweet Berries, the liquid blush. I've been wanting a purple. I've been wanting to try a purple blush, and I hope to God I'm not messing up my face right now. But we're gonna go light-handed, okay? I'm gonna take one little dot here and one little dot there, and we're gonna start with that, and hopefully I don't come to regret this decision. I'm gonna use my angled Japanese brush to lightly blend. Oh wow, that is pretty. So lightly blend this out. That was a lot of blush, Andrea. But it's so pretty. Oh my God. Okay, I want a little heavy-handed, so I'm gonna take the brush I use for my contour and try to mute this down. I put one little dot on my face, y'all. One. It looked good, but I'm not trying to look like rosy cheeked Cindy Lou Who, you know what I'm saying? And yes, powders will turn it down, I know, but still. To blend out the concealer, I'm gonna go in with the brush. I'm gonna use my Mary Ray and BH Cosmetics collab brush. I'm gonna start on the outer edge of both my eyes and just pat this out. As I'm blending, I am blending into my blush because if you go haywire with your blush, your concealer can kind of tone that down for you a bit. Y'all see that? I'm gonna take my sponge and kind of go over everything that I put on that side before I do the next side. I'm taking my foundation brush and just going over my entire face, making sure the blend is seamless because once you set, it's real hard to fix stuff that you don't like. So, not impossible, just hard. Last time when I did this, I used the Kahlahari powder and I just feel like it's mad orangey. So I picked up White Sands, and if I can get this open, where are my tweezers? I'm not gonna use a sponge to apply this. I'm gonna use a powder puff, one of the ones I got from Amazon. I got a pack of like 50 for like 10 bucks. So make sure your face is blended how you want it before you set it. I cannot stress that enough. All right, going in. Pray for me, y'all. Woo. All right, and now that I've set, I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Juvia's Place. Ooh, that's not the right one, Lord. The Juvia's Place foundation powder in the shade Burkina. Taking my big fluffy powder brush, and we're just gonna dust the entire face. All right, actually, I'm gonna take my scarf off because I don't feel like having to blend later. Okay, so I somehow misplaced my bronzer. So I only have two now, the light and the medium and the dark, and light's too light. So we're gonna have to use dark, and we're gonna use the lighter one. Hopefully it's okay. I need an angled brush. I'm taking this angled BH Cosmetics brush, and we're just gonna take the lighter of the two and place that everywhere. I placed my contour. I'm gonna take my Sephora Oliver shadow brush and take that same bronzer and use it to contour my nose. Okie dokie. I'm gonna take that White Sands powder and bake the sides of my nose before I put my blush on. For blush, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place, obviously it's Juvia's Place, the Blush Duos in volume 3. I'm going to take the berry shade. I used it last time, I went a little too heavy-handed, so hopefully this time I show a little restraint. I'm just gonna place that above the cheeks, go all up into the temples. Now I'm going into that Chocolates palette. I'm gonna take these two, well, I'm gonna take this brown, the first one we used, and see, I need a little brush. I'm gonna take this little shadow brush, the little dome brush that I got from Amazon, and I'm going to put this along my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna take this Juvia's Place lip liner. This is the Luxe liner in Cocoa Latte, if I can get it open. And we're going to line my lips. The only thing I have on my lips right now is the Juvia's Place Nubian Glow Lip Balm. I actually really love this stuff. This is in the shade Guava. I just used that to prep my lips, and it's still on my lips. I put it on before I even started my makeup. Now that my lips are lined, I'm not sure what lipstick I want to do, so I'm going to do my lashes first. I'm going to do the lashes in the style Cleopatra. I'm going to put these on because you guys know I can't do this on camera. You know I can't. And then I'll be right back to finish my lips and stuff. My lashes are on now. These Cleopatra lashes are one of my favorite lashes. I make Alame by them too. They're just that girl, and Juvia's Place did that. So I'm gonna use, this is a liner pencil from Juvia's Place, the Nubian Intense Pencil Liner. This is in the shade Kajal, which is like blackity black black. We're gonna take this to my waterline. For lipstick today, I promised I was not going to use my Nubian Sand lipstick. So I've been trying to decide between Libra and Kebi. And I think I'm going to use Kebi. And we're just going to take that to the center of my lips. I'm going to go on top of this with my lip gloss in the Glass Lip Lip Gloss in It's Glass, which was... Oof. Tongue twister. Let's open this. I had to get a new one. I think I gave my grandma the old one because she kept bothering me for some lip gloss. But okay. All right, that's about as good as it's gonna get. It took me forever to open this, but it's just a regular clear gloss. I'm gonna take that on top. Make sure that is all blended first. I'm going to clean off the doe foot because the last one I turned it all type of brown. So we're going to take a paper towel and just try my best to get most of that off. Now we can dust this powder off. I'm going to take that powder brush, no extra powder, and we're just going to dust this off my face. But yes, Juvia's Place. And now we are going to spray our face. I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. But first, I'm going to just take my foundation brush, run that over all the edges of where I baked so I don't have any lines of demarcation. Y'all see them girls that just be, you could tell exactly where they baked. You do not want to be one of them. Now, another thing I did forget was my highlighter. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna go into the Coffee Shop palette, and I'm gonna take one of these shimmers. I think I'm gonna take this one right here. And I need a little blush. Got this little pencil brush. It's an Anjou brush, and we're just gonna highlight my nose. You guys know I really don't highlight my cheeks all like that. We're just gonna take this down the bridge, make it a little exclamation point. Do not drag highlighter straight down the middle of your nose. Don't do it. Okay, take my foundation brush and blend that out some more. Now I do feel like my eyes are missing something. I'm gonna go in with the white shade. And I'm gonna take that to my inner corner just to brighten it up that much more. Going over my entire face with the sponge, just pressing in everything, because y'all, I'm feeling myself. I can't wait to go put my clothes on, which is what I'm about to go do right now. I have been putting my beauty marks on. I have a lot, actually, not a few. I have a lot, but I've never done it with a pencil. So we're going to try just a couple and see if this makes a difference. I'll be trying to do my actual beauty marks, but not all of them because I do have quite a bit. All right, so I'm about to go get dressed and then I'll be right back because baby girl looking for me. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the completed look. I love this. I love it so much more than my last look, my last Juvia's Place look. It's giving everything that needs to be gaved. Okay? Okay. If you like this tutorial, you like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. Comment below your favorite Juvia's Place product. I use Juvia's Place so much, and this is why. Perfection. So, like this video, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Become a part of the fam. Help me on my way to 1,000 subscribers. And thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.